Hi guys, I'm Ashutosh and I am back with another part of MasterPortfolio that I'm continuing. So this is the second part of customizing the MasterPortfolio completely. And if you want to look at the first part, I am giving a link in the description box below, so you can go and check out the first part first, and then you can come back and watch this one. So this video is going to be a little bit longer because we are going to customize all the pages other than home pages, because home page we have already customized in the last video in the first part, and all the other pages we are going to customize it today. Okay, so let's get started, and let's get started with education page first. So you can see that we have in education page we have different kinds of information, like the information about the platforms or the profiles in the coding platforms like HackerRank or CodeChef, CodeForces, HackerEarth or Kaggle. This kind of competitive platforms, if a software developer has any profiles, so we can mention that here. Also we have information about the education, so any degrees or like any education received from any institute, so you can mention those things here in this section. Then we have information about the certification. So during your study or other than study, while having a full-time job, if you have completed any certifications from Coursera or any other platform, then you, if you want to showcase those certificates, you can showcase it here. So like these are just cards to show what is the course that you have completed and from where you have completed. And if you click on this thing, it will redirect you to the certificate for that course which you have earned. Okay, so that's it, for the introduction part. Now we'll go ahead and we'll customize it, and we'll see how to customize these things. Okay, so first of all we'll go and we'll see how to change these icons, or how to change the links that are we are redirecting to on clicking of those icons. So go back to your Visual Studio Code, and in we are right now we are working on portfolio.js itself only. So competitive sites, so what we are doing here is that these icons which you have seen, so these icons which you have seen here, those are like competitive sites. So I am giving an object name for these icons as competitive sites. So these competitive sites in education page, you can see the command, and after that we have a competitive site. Then I have a JSON array containing a JSON object of each competitive site. So we have a icon name, then we have a iconify class name. So remember in last video I have given information about two search sources from where we can get the icons. So one is Iconify and another is FontAwesome, but FontAwesome has limited resources. It does not have icons for all the brands and everything. It only has the icons for technology related stuff. So that's why we are using Iconify class name here. So you can go to iconify.com and you can see the name of the Iconify class for the HackerRank icon. So it will give you the uncolored icon, so uncolored icon of HackerRank, and then you can style that using your color. So let's say I have and the color, this particular color of that icon you can get from simpleicon.com. I've given all these links in the description box below of the previous video, and I'll also give the same links to this video also, so you can refer to anywhere you want. Let's say just to demonstrate that this icon which you are seeing right now is something of green type of color, but let's see if it is working or not. I want to show you. So let's change the color and let's see how it looks. So you can see that now it's changed to red. So this is a kind of, you can customize it. So whatever icon you have, so based on, let's say you don't want this theme but you want some other theme, and in that theme that green icon is not looking fine because the theme is also green. So you want to change the color of the icon. So if you want to do that, just change that to any other color and it will work. But it is recommended that you use the color which is of the brand color, because some of the icons or some of the brands refuses or like they prohibits in their license that if you like want to use their icon, you have to use that color only. So we are using that color only. So I have reverted back, so it's done, and now we'll go on to other stuff. Yeah, so other thing is profile link. So profile link is the link of your profile, as you know. So on clicking of this icon, we'll be redirected to this link, which is the profile of HackerRank. The same goes with other like icons also, like Code Chef and its color, profile, Code Forces, and HackerEarth, Kaggle, etc. Okay, so this was about like those icons for competitive sites. Now coming on to the degrees. So like I already told you that we have a degrees section where like education details, all of our education details will be there. So let's say like you have done your bachelor's and then you have done master's and PhD and all those things. So you can give the details in the descending order of the date. In the like the same as other objects. Here also I have given a degrees as a JSON array, and in that JSON array we'll have a different JSON objects corresponding to each of your education level. So let's say you have done bachelor's, so you can add bachelor's, then on the top of it you will add master's, and on the top of it you can add PhD. So if you have done it, if you haven't done it, then you can like only mention those things which you have done. So here title means the name of your college, so name of your university or college where you studied. So this one is the title, and then we have a subtitle. So in subtitle is the degree or like your major in which you have done your bachelor's or master's. So here I have defined BTech in computer engineering, so you can mention your own. After that, like logo path. So this is like a very important thing that people were asking me, that where do we set the images, like where should I mention the images like of my college. So if I want to change this icon, so how do I change that? So here I'll mention that how can you change that icon. So logo path is IIIT logo.png, but where this things is stored. So if you have like seen the complete code, you might have seen that there is in source folder we have the folder called assets, and in that folder we have a folder called images. So all the images which are used in the project are in this images folder. So if you like this is IIITk_logo.png, so if you go and search it, you will find this image here. So all the images which are related to our project are in this one. But now let's say I want to like change this logo and I want to like make it my own, like I want to make it my logo of my university. So let's say you are studying in Stanford University, so go to Google and search for Stanford University logo. So you will get this different kinds of logo. Let's take this one. So this is a logo. Now you can see that this logo is already without a background. So if you look at the here closely, so we have seen that this logo is like backgroundless. So we don't have background, and we don't want background also. So we need a logo which does not contain background. So only the logo should be there, no background. But let's say you have this kind of logo where the background is there, although this is not a Stanford University logo, this is some other college logo, but let's take this one that I just want to demonstrate that how to remove the background. So I will download this logo first. So save images, and let's say university logo. University logo. I just want to store this thing. So I have downloaded this logo. Now I'll remove the background. So you can use any kind of tool, or you can use any kind of website to remove the logo, but I would recommend for the easy removing the background, use this website remove.bg. So I'm giving a link of this website in the description box below. You can mention it, and I just upload the logo that or any image that you want here, and it will remove the background. So you can see that it has removed the background from the logo, and I'll just download it. So it is like 500 cross 500 squared image. So I have downloaded this logo. Now I will paste this image which I have copied to the images folder. So I have copied, and I will copy the name of that image. So let me close this one. Yeah, and instead of defining IITK_logo.png, I will define the logo which we have downloaded right now. So I will mention this one, uni_logo, and this stuff which we downloaded. And yeah, so if we go back and see the logo right now, or see our website, you can see that our logo is changed, and it's looking very pretty because we don't have a background kind of thing which is disturbing our theme or our portfolio website. So anywhere, like wherever you see any image, and if you see like how did I remove the background of that logo, or how did I came up with this design, that or how did I came up with the logo which does not have background, then you can safely assume that I have taken a logo with background and I have removed background using this website. So I have used only this website to remove the logo, nothing else. So you can use you can also use the same website to remove the background. Okay, so this was about like a logo for the for your education. After that, you can mention alternate name for that is IIIT kernel. You can mention here Stanford University, or anything that you like. So why this alternate name we are putting here? Because when sometimes the speed of the internet is very low and the website is taking too long to load, so at that time, instead of like till the time the logo is getting downloaded, it will show the name of this university instead of that logo or the icon of the university. So instead of this image, it will show the name of that your college or university. After that, we have a description. No, we forgot to mention duration. So after that, we have duration. Duration means from when to when you have studied in that university, or you have done that degree, or you have done that coursework. So you can mention that duration from that. You can it's up to you how do you want to mention. So some people like to mention like this kind of thing, May 2016 to let's say May 2020. So some people like to describe in this way, and some people want to only describe the year. So it's up to you how you want to describe it, but assume that it will look pretty bad if you are like writing this much amount of long text, because we have like clipped the text, because it will affect the view when we are looking at when we are looking into it, when it is like kind of a mobile screen or a tablet screen. So I'm reverting back to the previous thing, yeah, and it will look good. Then description. So descriptions means like you want to describe some details about that course, like what you have studied, or which courses do you have studied, like did you get any scholarship, or what are the things which you have accomplished from this degree or this coursework that you did. So you can mention those details here, or whatever you want to mention, you can mention it here. And there is a button called visit website. So let's say some person or some recruiter is visiting your website, and you just want him to like redirect to the university website, and they like if you are not giving this thing, then he has to copy this name, and he has to go to the like Google, and he has to search it. Other than that, you can directly give the university website link here so that he can directly redirect to that page, and you can give that link here in the website link. So yeah, so that's all the things you need to have, or you need to mention just to give your education information. So in the degrees panel, so right now we only have one object or one education object or degrees object, but you can mention as many as you want, like JSON object in this JSON array degrees, and it will mention it like in the order in which you mention. So but I would recommend that you mention the latest degree on the upper side and the like oldest degree on the bottom side, because like any recruiter wants to like see your latest accomplishments or your latest like educational qualification first, and then like the past. Then coming on to certifications. So certifications is like kind of a bit tricky. I won't say a complicated, I would say a tricky thing that we are going to do. It's not much complicated. It has like kind of these it has only this kind of information. So each of the certification card only has these informations, and you can mention as many certifications as you want. So let's say like let's see the first certification. So the title is machine learning. So if you go and check out the website, so this is the title, this machine learning is the title, and this is the author, like the subtitle. So this is the title, so the title of the course. Subtitle is the instructor for that course. So machine learning, and subtitle is the instructor, that is Andrew NG. Then the logo path. So if you see the logo in this image, you can see the like only just this logo, but here also you can see that there is no background in the logo. So what I've done is I've taken a logo with the background, and I've removed a background using remove.bg, and after that I've just put that logo in here, and I have rendered a background, like you can see the kind of red kind of background, blur red kind of background that I have mentioned it here. So the blur red background which you are seeing, that color is this one. So the logo which you have mentioned is this one, and then and the color of the background, let's say if like just to demonstrate you, I can give you some other color, 00FF00, and if I refresh it, you can see that the background color is changed. So now wherever you are getting confused or something, you can just change some color, and you can get an idea that how this thing is built. So now you will get understanding that there is a card in which there are two sections. One is for image and one is for details. So in the details section we have title and we have subtitle, and in the image section we have a logo, and in the background of logo we have some color, and just hovering over the image section we are getting this beautiful animation on clicking which we will be redirected to the page where anybody can see the certificate for the particular course that we did. So we can revert back to the color code that we had previously. And if you are wondering how would I know that which color code do I need to pick, so I would suggest that pick the same color as of your icon and give it some opacity, so it give you a little bit contrast. And in the logos like this, where like Google has multiple colors in it, so you can pick any of those colors which you like, will be very interesting and attractive to users. And if you want to pick the colors, so there is a Chrome extension, this one, the name is color picker eyedropper. So you can like go to any place in your like browser, and you can just click on that, and it will give you a hex color code. So you can use this kind of color picker to pick any colors, and you will instantly get the hex color code. So that is about one certification. And also I forgot to mention about certificate link. So the certificate link is the same thing, like self-explanatory, that whatever link of the certificate where you have stored your certificate. So Coursera gives the certification link, but if some other platform is not providing a link, you can put that certificate into your Google Drive, and you can get a shareable link from Google Drive and you can paste it here. And alt name is Stanford. Here I have mentioned Stanford University, but that is the same as we have mentioned in the degree section also. So if the logo or the image is taking too long to download, then by the time it downloads the complete image, it will show the user this name instead of that image. So that is about the certification. And the same as this one, we have like different other certifications as well. So you can see that ML on GCP or data science, advanced data science, and all the certifications you can mention here. So with this, we are completing our the education page on our portfolio website. Now going forward, coming on to experience page. So in experience page, we have a very short but compact information. So we have a title here, experience. We have this subtitle where we will describe in short what this page will contain, and we will also describe some caption where we will write to something to a consumer, like what are the details which user will find on this page. And here on the bottom we have these three sections where we are distributing our experience into three categories: work, internships, and volunteerships. So in work, you will mention about your full-time job or your startups or any other activities that you are not just doing it for the contract basis, but you are on the full-time employment. So here I have mentioned these three: work. You can also mention internships. So whatever internships you have did, you can mention it in here. And you can mention volunteerships. Volunteerships will contain any if you have contributed to any open source communities, or if you are a part of any open source organization, you can mention it here. So let's see how to customize this one. So go back to our portfolio.js, and after we complete the education page customization, immediately after that we have a comment called experience page, and after that there are the details where you can change the details for experience page. So first is the title, which is experience. So if you go back and see the website, this is the title. There is a subtitle where we have mentioned work, internship, and volunteership. So you can change that. You can change the subtitle of the page. There is the description which I have talked about. So this description, if you want to change this description and you want to make your own, you can do it by changing this description text which is given here. Header image path, which is experience.svg. So it is talking about this image on the left which you are looking at, but as of now we are not interested in changing any images. As I mentioned in the previous video that right now we are not interested in changing the images. I will talk in detail about how you can change the images and also the animated logo in the beginning of the website. I'll talk about customizing the images and how you can add your own images in this theme in later videos of this video series. But so going forward, we have different sections. So this sections is a JSON array which contains JSON objects corresponding to these three sections. So these sections will have three JSON objects. One is for work, one is for internship, and one is for volunteerships. So looking at the first object, JSON object, it has a title work. This title, if you change this as work experience, if you change this to work experience, you can go back to your website and you can see that this title is changed. So the title describes this text which you can see, and from where you will click and it will open up the section. So I am reverting it back to work, and it will have several experiences. So experiences will have So experiences is a JSON array and it will contain JSON objects based on the experiences you have. So this will be like associate AI engineer, this will be, this complete card would be a JSON object. In the section, in the JSON object, in the JSON array of experience, and that JSON array experience will be in a JSON object corresponding to work section. So these three objects, JSON objects, would be there in the JSON array experience. So, and the title you can give associate AI engineer. So if you look at the website, this is the title, associate AI engineer. Then we have a subtitle as a company name. So the company name which you are looking at, there is a company name here, and on hovering the company name we are getting this animation that that is filling the underline, and if you click on that, it will redirect you to that company's website. On the right side we have a duration, so from when to when we have worked on this organization, and also the location, and also the location where you have worked, and some description about what you have worked on during this employment. So coming back to our code, so we can give a company URL. So hovering over this subtitle or the company name, we are getting the underline, and on clicking that it will redirect to this company URL. Logo path, so the same as other images, we have stored image for this company into the images folder, and you just have to mention the name of that image. So legato underscore logo.png, and it will pick up that image. But make sure that you are giving an image which is a backgroundless, so that it will look attractive and it won't mess up your UI. Now there is a duration. So as I mentioned, duration is like from when to when which you have worked, you can mention it here. Then the location where you have worked during this employment, so you can mention the location, and the description, that like you want to give for the employment. So this kind of description, whatever you want to give, you can give it in the description. And there is a color at the end. So why this color is mentioned here? So if you see in each and every card, our border of the card is same as the logo color, or the color which is like a major part of the logo. So it looks good, that's why I've kept that, and the color of the border is as mentioned as this one. So if let's say I change it to some other color and I see it into work, you can see it, the color has changed. So whatever border you want to keep it, you can mention that color in that place and it will change the border. But it is recommended that you use the eyedropper color picker and you choose the same color as of your logo, because it gives a good looking UI. So this is about any particular work experience. So like you can mention other work experiences as well, and same as this work section, we have two more sections, that is internships and volunteerships. So you can mention the title for those sections, and you can mention the experiences. So all of these three sections, work, internships and volunteerships, all of those are completely same structure wise, but you can change the details in those sections. Also, if you don't want, like if you want to remove, let's say you have only 2 work experiences, or if let's say you have only 1 internship and I have mentioned 2, so you can remove other one and you can customize this one so to get your own. So with this, customization of experience page is also done. Now going to the projects page, so in this page we have a title. So in this page we have a title, we have a description, and we have some projects, and we have a link to our GitHub repository where other projects are stored. So basically in this project, this is a title which you can change, this is a description which you can change, and these 6 projects are nothing but the pinned projects in our GitHub repository, in our GitHub profile. So if you go to your GitHub, So if you go to your GitHub profile and you go to your pinned projects, there you can pin 6 projects at max on your GitHub profile, and we want to directly fetch this 6 projects in our website, and we want to mention them here. Also we have made this button where if user wants to see more projects, then he can just click on this button and he will be redirected to the GitHub profile. So here we will understand how to fetch this details from GitHub profile using GitHub GraphQL API. And not only this thing, and not only pinned projects, we will also fetch the details for our contributions on GitHub to like different organizations. Like we will fetch the data about the user, that in which organizations a user has contributed, what is the distribution of the pull request. So distribution means how many pull requests are closed, how many are open, and how many are in merged state. Same as with issue, so how many issues which user has created are in open state and how many are closed, and what are the recent PRs, and from recent to all PRs that user has created. And at the end we will also have information about the issues that user has created. So all the issues from the recent one to the old one, it will display. And also the pull request will have all the details. All the details means for which user this particular project was associated, what is the repository where the user has contributed, what are the file changes that user has done, how many files a user has changed, when is this pull request was made, what is the number of that pull request. And if you directly want to go to that pull request, you can click on the title and it will redirect you to that particular pull request. And with the color, user can see that this green is open PR, and this violet or the purple one is the merged PR, and this red one is the closed PR. So we'll fetch all these details from using GitHub GraphQL API. So going back to the code, we have git datafetcher.js in our parent repository, and just opening up that file, you will see this kind of file where it will ask you your GitHub token name and your GitHub username. So, and after that we have written some GraphQL queries where we have fetched information by querying those GraphQL terms, and internally we will run this file only once. So we won't run this file every time when the user loads website, because that will be very slow. So how this will be done is whenever you are customizing your website, you will fetch the data and then you will store it in your website's local storage, and then we'll display from that local storage itself. I know that you might be thinking that it is not a scalable approach, and I agree with you, it is not scalable approach, but we have to do it because the other approach, like directly downloading the data from GitHub at the time whenever the user is refreshing or whenever the user is seeing the website, will be a pretty much hectic, because it will take too much time, because we are displaying too much information on our website. So we are displaying the project details, we are displaying the open source page, and downloading all this icons data and all this pull request data, it will take a very long time. So that is why we are directly saving it at the time of customization itself, and then you can push that. If you want to understand how we have written this code and how you can also learn to write GraphQL queries, so I've already made a video on like how to fetch the data from your GitHub profile using GitHub GraphQL API. I have mentioned that the link of that video in the description box below. You can go and check out that. So as of now, we just want to understand from where we can get the GitHub token, and after running this, and how to run this file, and after running this file, where the fetched data will be stored. So the fetched data will be stored in the src shared folder. So inside src we have shared, and inside shared we have open source data and open source folder, and in open source we'll have 4 files. One is for issues, one is for organizations, one is for projects, and one is for pull requests. So with these 4 details which we are using in our website, this it will create this get datafetcher.js. When we run this, it will create these 4 files in the exact same place. If you want to take a look at any of those files, you can open any of these files, and you can see that it is a JSON object which is written in this file, and it has information about all the projects that we have. But as of now, we want to build these things, or we want to download the data from scratch. So that's why I am removing these 4 files from our source. So as soon as you delete those files, you can see that your server, your local server which was serving our website into the local host is failing. So now let's download the data from scratch. So first of all, stop the server which is running for serving the website, and first we will configure the token for our GitHub. So to do that, go to github.com, and in the right corner you will see the icon of your profile, and just click on that and go to settings. In the settings, go below and you will find an option called developer settings. Click on that. Now you will be redirected to this page where you will have 3 options: GitHub apps, OAuth apps, and personal access tokens. So click on personal access token and create a new token. So we will generate a new token. So it will ask you for your website for your GitHub password. So after giving the password, it will redirect you to this page where you have to give the token name. So we'll give a token name as MasterPortfolio custom. So this is a token name or a description for the token. So why you want to take this token. So, and after that we have to give the permissions. So I've seen like many issues on the MasterPortfolio that we are not able to fetch the data from GitHub profile. So the reason why you are not able to fetch the data is because you have not taken all the permissions. So you have to take all the permissions, like you have to take the repo permission, workflow, right? In short, you have to give all the permissions that are present in this section. So after taking all the permissions, just click on generate token. So it will give you a token which you can copy. Don't worry, I will delete this token so that nobody can take my token. Copy this token or click this icon which is on the right side of the token. Go back to your code, and on the right side of GitHub converted token, remove this text and paste your token. So we have pasted the token. Now in the second line we have to paste our GitHub username. So for me, the GitHub username is Ashutosh1919. If you don't know what is your GitHub username, you can get your GitHub username on your GitHub profile. So whatever written is this one. So signed in as Ashutosh1919. So this is your GitHub username. So, and also you can go to your profile and you can also see your GitHub username here in the subtitle of your name. So after writing these 2 things, now we are ready to fetch the data from our GitHub profile. So to run this file and to fetch the data, first let's check that our open source folder is empty where we will store this data, and after that, to fetch the data, just run this command node git datafetcher.js. What it will do is it will fetch the data from your GitHub profile. So you can see that it is fetching the data, like it is fetching the pinned projects data, it is fetching the contributor organizations data, it is fetching the issues data and everything. Now after the program run is complete, you can go to open source and you can see that we have 4 files which are generated from this from running this git datafetcher.js, and it will contain issue.json, organization.json, projects.json and pull request.json. And after running this file and generating the data, you can go and you can run npm start to run your local website. And now you can see that it is not giving me any error because we have already downloaded the data. And if you go and you can see the projects tab, and it will show you the latest information on your projects tab or the latest project that you have. Also, if you can go to open source tab and it will show you all the organizations which you have contributed to and your pull request and issue distributions. So we have fetched the data from our GitHub profile. Now coming back to our portfolio.js file. So the first we have project header. So project header will be title of the project, title of the page. So this one is the title. This is a description. So this description is the one which you have so this one is the description. So this is the title of the page and this is the description. If you want to change that, you can change that. This is avatar image path. So this one is this image which you are seeing on left. So but as of now we are not worrying about images that are there in our website, so we'll skip this part as of now. And we don't have any other information here because we have already, our code will already pick the data which we have downloaded from GitHub profile, from open source directory, from to where we have downloaded the data. And also you were wondering that from where it will take my GitHub profile. So remember in the social icons we have defined a GitHub. So if you GitHub, so remember in the social icons we have included a GitHub. So this page code will automatically pick that GitHub link from their social icons and it will assign it a hyperlink here, so that when a user clicks onto that, it will be redirected to a GitHub profile. So this was about projects page and also about open source page. So here in open source page we don't have anything right now. If you have fetched the data, then it will the project code will automatically pick the data from the shared folder in open source directory, and it will display the icons. And by the way this icons or this images for the profiles for those organizations you don't have to put any of these things into images folder because it is already taking from the GitHub profile page. So whenever the GitHub profile of these organizations will change, it will reflect directly into your portfolio as well. So we don't have to worry about downloading and adding to images folder these images. Also this distribution is calculated using the code, and you don't have to do anything here. You just have to download that file and everything will be done for you. Now coming on to contact page, we have different kind of information, like if you want to look at the resume, or if you want to visit a blog site, we have information about all these things. Also we have an address, phone number, and if you want to visit that particular place on Google Maps, I've also given the link for that. So let's see how to customize this thing. So here also we don't have to do much thing. So in portfolio.js itself, at the end, after the project page, we have a contact page comment, and after that we have like the objects which are related to contact page. So we have a JSON object in which we have another JSON object which has the contact section. So we have divided this contact page into 3 sections. One is this contact section, another is this blog section, and the third one is address section. So let's look at the first section, that is contact section. So we have a title here, then we have a profile image, and we have a description. So the title is the contact me. So whatever title which you are looking at, this one is the title. This is a description. You can change the description in the portfolio.js, and this is an image that you will put into images folder of assets, and it will directly pick up from there, but you need to give the name of that image, whatever you are keeping it into images. And so you may be wondering that why the links of these icons are not there, but remember that we have the same icons here as well, right? So we are keeping the information about these icons in the social icons, in the social media icons on the top, where we have taken the information. So after the greeting object, we have a social media links object, and in which we are taking the information about all these icons. So on the context page, we don't have to give any information about any social media icons. And also the resume link is also we have defined in the greetings page, so that also we don't have to take input in the contact page. So after context section, we have a blog section. So blog section also has a similar kind of structure. So it has a title, subtitle, and the link of the blog site. As of now we are not worried about the image, avatar image. So I am talking about this image. So for how to customize this image, we are not worrying about it right now, but you can of course customize this title, you can customize this description, and you can customize this button or the link of this button. And you can customize it because let's say you don't have a blog site, but you have some kind of a design showcase website or something like that. So you can mention the title as a design showcase, and you can mention a description corresponding to that, and also you can mention a link for that website. Coming to the address section, so address section has also the similar kind of thing. So we have a title as address, we have a subtitle, and we have image. For image we are not worrying about it as of now, and we have a location map link. Also we have one more section, that is a phone section. You can assume that these two sections are part of one section, that is an address section. So this is in our portfolio.js, this section and this section is two separate sections, but in the portfolio we have a same section, so you can assume that it is a part of one section. So in address section, the title is this one and the description is this one. In the phone number, this is the title and this description, and this is a Google Map link, and this is a link of the Google Map. So if you want to make a Google Map link of your own place, so you can visit a Google Maps. You can visit a Google Maps, URL is google.com/maps, and you can search for the location. So let's say I am now in New York. So let's say I am now in New York. So just search New York. It will give you the coordinates of it, and you can share those coordinates. So just click on share, and it will give you a Google Map URL, and you can directly copy this URL and you can go to the project and you can paste it here. That's it you have to do. So with this we have customized most of the parts of our website. One thing is still missing though, that is this title bar. So this title bar, in this title bar the description is showing as Ashutosh portfolio and the image is showing as my icon. So let's say you want to change that, and so how can you change that? So there is no way you can change it from portfolio.js. To change that thing, just close this portfolio.js file, and you are you have to go to public folder in your parent directory. Go to public folder and you will see all these kind of icons and also the index.html file and manifest.json file. So just open index.html file, and in that file you can change this metadata, although this is not related to title, but this will improve the SEO of your website. So you can give metadata as whatever your name is. So let's say I will say Joe's portfolio. The same thing you can copy and paste it here as well. So all these things will help you increase the SEO of your website. And at last you will have a title tag in which there is a written Ashutosh portfolio. There you can mention your name, that is Joe's portfolio. And when you refresh your website, the title of your page or the title of your website will get changed. Now we also want to change the icon or the logo of the website which you are looking at here. So as of now the logo is of my image, but you want to keep any other image. So how can you change that? So here, if you can see, we have different kinds of logos based on different screen sizes. So you can see that we have Apple icon for 57 x 57 pixel icon, then we have 72 x 72, and other than Fav we have Android icons as well, Fav icons as well for browser related settings and things like that. So how can you change? So how can you create your icons? So if you want to change that icon, that is called a favicon, you can go to this website, that is favicon-generator.org. I have given the link of this website in the description box below. You can click on choose file, and you can select the image that you want to give for your favicon. So I am selecting the image that we have removed the background for our university, and click on open. So, and just also select the generate icons for web, Android, Microsoft and iOS, and click on create favicon. It will give you the favicon and also all the details which are related to your favicons. So these links which you are looking at here, I have generated from this one. So I have not written it down, I have directly copy pasted this I have directly copied this one and pasted it directly into the index.html file. If you want to download all the icons, you can click on download the generated favicon, and it will download the zip file containing all the icons. So you can unzip the folder which is downloaded, and you can copy all the files which are there in this folder. You can go to the public folder of your project and you can paste all those files which you have copied, and you can click on apply to all and you can replace all those icons. So now you can see that all the icons which are related to me are replaced by the icons which we wanted. And also you might be wondering that now do I need to copy this or not? You don't need to copy this because the names are similar as what I had previously, because I also generated the icons from here from this website itself. So now if you go back and we visit our portfolio website, you can see that the favicon is changed and the title is also changed. Now we also know that MasterPortfolio supports different themes. What I mean by theme is whatever we are now, like the default theme is the blue theme. So whatever you are looking at, the primary color is blue, the dark navy blue. So our images as well as this cartoon characters as well as text colors you would find them as in blue colors or some different kinds of different blue shades. But what if I want to change that theme to a entirely a different theme? So MasterPortfolio supports 9 or 10 kinds of different themes, and you can get access to those themes by theme.js. So in SRC you will find a JavaScript file that is theme.js. So if you open that file, you will find different kinds of themes. The default is blue theme, then you will find a brown theme, purple theme, yellow green theme, red theme, black theme, and pink theme, violet theme, normal green theme, orange, and so these kind of 9 or 10 kinds of different themes are available by default in MasterPortfolio. What if you want to add your own theme? There is also a flexibility to add your own theme, but at first let's try some other theme. So let's say you want to use any existing theme, and so blue theme is the by default, but let's say you want to use yellow green theme. So just copy this, and at the end chosen theme, just assign it to yellow green theme. Save the file and stop the server. Again run npm start to start the local server to serve our local website. It will refresh the website, and now you can see that our website theme has changed and it has become a yellow plus green theme. So you will find that the background color or the stuff which are related to background are in yellow shade, and the text or the images or these cartoon characters are in green theme, so that you can choose any theme that you want. Now let's say you want to make your own theme. So how will you do? So you can do that just by like copying an existing theme. Let's say I'll copy this orange theme, I will paste it, and I will name this theme as test theme. Now what are these colors which we are looking at? So first of all, just copy this test theme and assign it to the chosen theme. Save the file, then stop the server, restart it again. Now it is giving us by default test theme is giving us by default orange theme, because we have copied orange theme and we have pasted as it is. Now let's say I want to change it. So the body is the background color. So whatever background color which we are looking at, so this background color which is empty, so if you want to change the color to that, we can do that using this body tag. So let me assign the body tag as all D. Text color, let me assign to black. To see that whether these things are working or not, stop the server, restart it again. We need to restart it every time because it is not included in render method. So if it is included in render method, it will take up the changes whenever the render method is called, that is in every second or whenever you refresh, but it is not defined inside that. That's why we have to restart the server again. So you can see that our text, so the text is like giving us the black color, as well as our background color is changed to that one, the body color. So like that you can test all the colors, and you can see like which color is corresponding to what. So if you change the colors, you will be able to see that what colors are changed and how you should give the colors to corresponding elements. Also you can, if you are stuck somewhere, or if you don't or if you are confused like what colors you should give, then you can take help of the other themes which are already available, and you can just take inspiration from those themes and you can create your own theme. Also, if you want to generate a darker or lighter shade of any color, you can use this website, that is tailwind.inc. I have given the website link in the description box below. You can mention any color and it will generate all the shades. Also, there are by default some very good colors, and the shades of those colors, you can use these colors also into the themes that you will build. So we have customized almost everything on the MasterPortfolio, from which you can create your own decent portfolio website without wondering anything. And still there are two or three things which is missing. One is that how to change this anime character images. if you want to change these images and from where to download these images, and also how to change that kind of animated logo. So if you visit my website, that is ashutoshathidara.com, I have an animated logo of this kind when I visit the website at first. So how to create that kind of animated logo at first. So these two things are missing. So for this, stay tuned for the next videos. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something new. Like, share and comment on the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also support me on patreon.com. I have given the link in the description box below. If you have any questions, I can answer you questions, or if you want to have a one-on-one meeting with me, or if you want to include me in your project, then you can take any memberships on my Patreon page. The link is given in the description box below. I'll be back with another tutorial next weekend. Till then, stay safe.